I'm Matt Lewis with MLF Legal, and welcome to episode 43 of our series on general workers' compensation issues. Today's subject is the appeals panel. So after a contested case hearing, the judge is going to issue a decision in writing, and it gets sent out to all the parties. And you should read that decision and decide if there are any findings of fact or conclusions of law made by the judge that you need to appeal. And it's important to note that the date that you received the copy of the decision, you might want to write it down, because this starts the clock ticking on your deadline to file an appeal. And there are two different ways to figure out when the clock starts ticking. One is the actual date that you received the CCH decision in the mail. The other is to figure out the 5th day after the date the division placed the decision in the mail to your last known address. Whichever date is earliest, that's the date that starts your clock. And you have 15 days from that date to file an appeal. I'll tell you the trick, and it might be too late if you're watching this video, is to save the envelope that the CCH decision comes in, because it'll have the date stamp on it showing when the division put it in the mail. So if you decide to file an appeal, it has to be filed with the chief clerk of proceedings in the division's Austin office. And all appeals must be in writing, and they need to clearly rebut every decision of the judge that you want reviewed, and it should state the relief that you seek. For instance, you might state that the judge was wrong to adopt the impairment rating of Dr. Sklar because he failed to follow the AMA guides in assessing your impairment rating. And instead, you would write, the appeals panel should adopt the opinion of Dr. Pearson because he correctly used the AMA guides and gave an accurate assessment of your impairment. So once you write that, you'll send a copy of your appeal to the other side and fax it or file it at the division's Austin office. And that's all you have to do. So if you won at the CCH and the insurance company is the one filing the appeal, then you're going to need to file a response to the insurance company's appeal and explain why the judge's opinion should not be overturned. And you do it in the same general way. And this has to be filed within 15 days of receiving the insurance company's request for review, which is what we call the appeal. Well, remember to always work safe, but if an accident happens, call MLF.